All right, let's stay with football now. The first round of the CAF African World Cup qualifiers are coming to an end, and it was not without controversy. The South African Football Association announced it will be lodging a formal complaint with FIFA and CAF. Safa is convinced that Bafana Bafana's 1-0 loss to Ghana on Sunday was fixed. Ghana are the 6th team to reach the playoffs, joining DR Congo, Egypt, Mali, Morocco and Senegal. There are still 4 spots for the second round of qualifiers, with the final fixtures taking place today. Now, to look at the CAF qualifiers and the ups and downs, we're joined by sports journalist Oma Akatugba. Very good morning to you, Oma. Thank you for your time. So you are a UEFA accredited journalist, and I'm sure you've looked at that incident a number of times, Oma. Plainly, was it a penalty? Was it not a penalty?
It was absolutely not a penalty. I mean, there's no mincing words in this. I mean, it was actually simulation. That player deserves a card, and that decision has to be reviewed. I mean, unfortunately, in Africa, we've not started using the VAR. Otherwise, that decision would have been cancelled. I wonder how the referee fell for that disgraceful act by that player. It is absolutely, again, not a penalty.
Yeah, and Omar, Safa have said that they're not letting this go. They are appealing this decision. They are writing letters to both CAF and FIFA. Now, in your years as a sports journalist, have you ever seen anything like this? That's the first question. And secondly, do Safa have a chance? Can Bafana end up winning the appeal?
Of course, yes. In 2017, in a game between South Africa and Senegal, South Africa were awarded a penalty. South Africa won by 2-1. After the game, Senegal went protesting, and the game was reviewed, and it was decided that the game would be replayed because the referee wrongfully awarded a penalty to South Africa. So we've seen this happen before, and South Africa definitely has a chance. If South Africa takes this to CAS, takes this to the higher authorities, I am very sure that they will get a chance for a replay, because when you look at that decision again, because there's no VAR in the African qualifiers, we can do a review of that incident and use that review as a VAR. And I'm very sure that they will come to a conclusion that that was a very wrong call by the referee, and that game must be replayed, because that game was too important for South Africa's destiny as far as qualifying for Qatar 2022 was concerned. And the referee completely ruined all of their dreams with that singular call. And that is not acceptable, because it goes against the ethos of football, which is fair play. If fair play is the definition of global football, that was absolutely not for football.
Absolutely. That's definitely not a story that's going away anytime soon, Omar. I want to move away from the Bafana match for a little bit. I want to look at the 6 teams that have qualified. Well, not qualified, but they've progressed to the playoffs. Are there any surprise packages there? Are there any teams there that you weren't expecting to see qualifying for the playoffs?
Not yet, but I'm sure that perhaps at the end of today, we might see 1 or 2 surprises. Burkina Faso are there with a shout against Algeria. They go to Algiers. Of course, that looks like a mountain too high to climb. But in football, we've learned not to rule out any team. And they've never had a very good chance of ever reaching the World Cup than they have now. They are 2 points behind Algeria. And if they get a win in Algiers, they will be shocking everyone and qualifying ahead of the best African team for the World Cup. Cape Verde, or Capo Verde, if you like. They are in Lagos, Nigeria, with also a big chance of reaching the playoff. If they beat Nigeria in Lagos, they would be advancing to the playoff ahead of Nigeria. They've got 10 points. Nigeria have got 12 points. A win for Cape Verde will be leapfrogging Nigeria, and will be reaching 13 points.
One
of their best players have told me.
Just very quickly, Oma, before I let you go, I want to talk about the Ivory Coast and Cameroon match. How do you see that one going? Because that's also number 1 versus number 2 on the table.
Of course, that game is a difficult one to call, because both teams are African giants. They've got quality players scattered all over Europe, and they will be drawing on the experiences of those big players in this game. So it's going to be a fight to finish. I don't want to put my neck out on this one. It's a game that anyone can win. It's going to be a fight to finish in that one.